He knows too much. I must ask you to do nothing.
But this time I caught him. In the act. I have proof, witnesses, everything. There is no possible doubt, sorely.
I say he knows too much. The company can't afford to have any problems. We can't afford to any risk. I am telling you once again, you will do nothing.
So you are telling me to close my eyes to corruptions and behave as if nothing has happened?
I didn't put it like that, but if you insist, yes. What Bish does or doesn't do is a minor matter compared with the company's global strategy. Just get things in perspective. I hope I made myself clear. Oh, by the way, I advise you to forget we had this conversation. Goodbye.
Can't believe it. Why? I don't understand why is Beach so important. Why does he know? And why Kate support him? I'm gonna find out what they are hiding. Sally, I have discovered many things about Beach and his wife Molly. Everywhere I look, I found something.
Do you think you are getting a bit obsessed with the Bisbanatans, darling?
No, I almost have it. I will unmask Beach and Molly. Kate invited me for a breakfast at his house for a meeting. But what does he say with, I have to keep the company best interest in mind? Curious.
Hello, Dick. Please, sit down.
Thanks. So, Kate, what do you want to talk about?
Well, the thing is, I've been getting read a lot of complaints about the way things are going in the mattress factory. Problem with the new factory project in Usher. Friction with the senior management. You know.
No, I don't know. In fact, it's not true.
Well, opinions differ. On that, I've been also had to warn you about not to do anything to endanger the company's position in India. So, Dick, what I've been calling you here to consider is the possibility of you taking an early retirement.
I will consider, but I don't know if I will accept. I know you think I am exaggerating. We have a nice house, we don't have to worry about money, and Cambridge is a dream city. The thing is, I have lost my sense of purpose.
You are better find another them.
Tracton, the company, was my life. I can't do anything useful anymore. You have got your life, kids have their lives. No one needs me.
To be honest, you should start by drinking less. You are pathetic. You are just wallowing in self-pity. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and find something to occupy your mind. I'm sorry, Dick, but we can go like this. I try to be patient with you, but I can't stand in any danger. I don't recognize you. You are not a man I marry. Either you leave or I do. You decide.
An Indian stamp? That's weird. Oh, it's from Ramu, my old assistant in Tracton. I knew Bitch and Molly had something to do with my early retirement. I knew Kate is somehow involved by them. And they did the same to Narahan. I have to think about it. I'm gonna find out what lays behind the relationship between Bisvanatans and Kate Lennox.
Dick, how are you? It's good to see you.
Oh, Raul, my old friend, I'm fine, thanks.
So tell me, how is Sally?
Oh, she is alright, but actually we are not together anymore. We are getting divorced.
Oh, that's bad, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, don't worry. It's for best. So, tell me, what have you discovered about Beach, Molly, and Lennox?
Well, on 1970, Bish was involved in a bank fraud, and Lennox gave evidence for him in a court. Bish was let off. On 1980, Bish organized alcohol smuggling. Also, he and Molly arranged a system of under-the-table payments. Oh, and on 1970, Molly went to UK for 1 year, and no one knows why, but when she returned, Bish announced the day of their marriage.
Impressive, but I want to know what happened to Narahan. I'm sure he knows something.
I have this address in Davanahali. Maybe he can help. He likes you because of what you did for him when his wife died.
Welcome, come in and sit down.
Thanks.
She's my daughter Lakshmi. She's a widow. I arranged her marriage, but he died 5 years later by a motorcycle accident.
No, that's terrible.
Yes, he was a nice man.
Oh, I bought something for you.
Oh, thank you. The horse races begin again soon. I've got some tips for the winners this season. I could use some extra money. The company's pension is miserable. I always knew there was something funny with that bitch Molly. It was her and her husband who got me saved, you know? They didn't like the questions I was asking. Somehow they got Lennox with the stories about me. So one morning I got this letter. I'd been given an early retirement with the minimum payment. What the hell is going on there, Dave?
I was hoping you might tell me. How is it possible that Vince Van Antens have seen much power?
I'm not sure, but they all knew each other in the old days. Molly was quite a girl in those days. I think Ned Outram fancied her and they went out together, but Lennox was around too. It wasn't long after that she went off to UK. And that caused some gossip. Some people said she'd gone to have an abortion in secret. I don't know about that, but when she came back, she didn't lose time marrying Bish.
And does anyone know what she did really in United Kingdom? Someone must know.
Maybe Percy Hancock. Excuse me. I must sleep now.
How is your father? What has happened to him?
He has lost hope in life. It has happened since he retired. Plus my mother died the same year.
And how long have you been here?
Over a year now.
And don't you feel lonely only with your father for company?
I'm not lonely. I have time to think and read. Books are good company. You must be feeling tired. You can sleep in the guest room. I will call you at tea time. If you're ready, service tea in 5 minutes.
Thanks, but I'll just go.
Why don't you stay? Isn't my house good enough for you? Anyway, go if you must, but you're always welcome in my house.
Please excuse my father for his rudeness.
There is nothing to excuse. I have had a good day and I have been your hospital. I think I will come again.
I hope you will.
Hello, Mr. Hancock.
My goodness, long time no see, isn't it? What the hell have you come about after all these years? It's no rot. What are you trying to get out of me? You said something about a research. What was that about?
Oh yeah, I have thinking about reading a book, sort of economic development in India, using tracking as a kind of case in study. So I am collecting information, filling details, sort of things.
Oh, good idea.
Do you remember the Visvanathans in Madras, sir?
Oh, yes. Beige Molly, right? Excellent material. Nice couple, too.
I wonder if you know what happened to Molly's child. The one she had in Britain during her year off.
What? I mean, yes. But business, right? She could have stayed with the boy, but she went back to India. And named her John, with her own family name, Burgess, I think.
What became of him? Where is he now? Does Molly keep in touch with him?
Couldn't say, dear boy. He went to school and his father paid for that. Then he went to St. John's College, I think. But I couldn't say, really. But I can understand what all this has to do with Indian career development stuff. It was a long time ago, better forgotten.
Okay, I have to go. Thanks for everything.
Yes, and take my advice and forget about this Molly business.
I must speak with my old professor, Jeremy Jackson, for the college. He must know, for sure, John Burgess. Hello, I want to book for a dinner at the High Table tomorrow. Yes, Dick Sterling. Okay, thanks.
What can I do for you, Dick?
Well, I have some friends in India who are anxious to contact a student who had been at John College recently. John Burgess, do you know him?
John Burgess? Of course. I know who you mean. A very nice chap. He got a first class degree in economics last year.
And do you know what happened to him after he went down at university?
He went into a bank in London. I can give you his address. Here.
Thanks.
Do give the boy my best regards.
Ramon Clacton staff in 90 British staff?
Yes.
Do you happen to address?
No, it was
Thank
he
you.
and Kate Lennox. Yes, he lives in Bath.
Sorry about the mess. I've got used to living on my own and I've forgotten how many people live.
No problem. I just want to ask you a few questions about the time you were in Madras with the company.
Alright, the company that will do anything to survive. Forget the company. It was the company that ran my life. So don't talk me about the company.
Something similar happens to me. Do you feel like telling me about it? I mean, what they did to you?
They kicked me out. They mentioned something and got rid of me.
Who are they?
The very Visvanatha. God knows how they did it.
I thought I got along pretty well with Molly. When too sure I didn't give her a child.
You must joking.
So, who was the father of Molly's child then?
I don't want to accuse anyone, but I knew Molly went the Lennox place at least once and stayed there. I am sure I didn't give her a child.
What mistake, you sure?
I'm fertile.
I could give a baby to anyone.
Well, I've been incredibly lucky. After my parents were killed, Kate and Barbara were really wonderful. They felt me my real parents. My uncle and my auntie in India were also incredibly kind and helpful.
Uncle and auntie?
You must know them, Uncle Bish and Auntie Molly.
Oh, of course, I understand. Every piece fits. Renaud's protecting them to hide to the scandal of Molly and his child. Time to return to India. I tried to call you yesterday, but I come anyway.
I'm glad you did, but my father is away. I hope you stay to see him.
Of course I will stay, only if he's in trouble.
No trouble. Dick, I lied to you the last time. I told you I wasn't lonely here, but I'm so lonely. I have no one to talk, nowhere to go. So I could be really happy if you would stay. Will you stay?
Of course I will stay. I didn't come only for see your father. Why don't we go out today?
That's a lovely idea.
Where is the nearest place to we could go?
Nandi Hills?
Great. Settle them. I will wait while you get ready.
Baby, I'm yours. Baby, I'm yours. And I'll be yours until the stars fall from the sky. Yours until the rivers all run dry. In other words, until I die. Baby, I'm yours. Baby, I'm yours. And I'll be yours until the sun no longer shines. Yours until the poets run out of rhyme.
Excuse me, nature is calling. Dick, there's blood on your sheet. Let me look.
It's okay. I think you saved my life.
We must get away from here. They must try to attack us again. Can you walk alright? Why do you think they attacked you? Does it have anything to do with Bish and Molly, the ones you talked to me about in lunch? Why would anyone try to kill you?
They must have been training us all day. Anyway, I'm sure you're right. It must be connected to the inquiries I have been making. Someone obviously wants to stop me very badly.
Don't you think you should get up this shame of yours? What good can it to do you? It's not good to become obsessed by revenge.
No, I can't stop now. I have got almost the information I need. Why should they get away with all the terrible things they have been doing for many years? I can't stop now. I only have to decide how I'm going to use the information. I have got to cause them the most trouble.
I don't think it's right to take revenge. People are punished for their actions by what they become. God arranged punishment. We would leave it to Him.
That means criminals get away with the most dreadful crimes against other people.
Please Think about what I told you. I believe we are in great danger, and I'm so afraid what they may do to you.
I must go back to Bangalore tomorrow. I will fly to Madras. I need to speak to the Biswanatans face to face.
Let's walk into trouble. Please don't do it.
Don't worry, I have an idea. It will my life insurance policy. I will do about it in a minute. Lakshmi, I don't want to lose you. I'm sorry about your disagreement. But I don't know. I should stay. Wouldn't be bad for your reputation?
I don't care about my reputation. I have enough of these lies. It isn't a real life at all. Please, say.
I will stay, but take this. It's a copy of the documents about the Bismanathans and Lennox. If anything happens to send to London, the board of directors instructed and to the Daily Mail's newspaper.
Okay, but we should rest now.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night, Lakshmi. I love you.
Love you too.
Can we meet tomorrow?
Of course.
Okay, at 6 in my place.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Hello. Beach didn't feel alright, so he can receive you at his house. I can take you there.
Alright, let's go then. So, why Beach couldn't come?
He was sick. I need to stop here for a minute, okay?
Yeah, right.
Don't try anything now.
So we met again, only this time you are not my boss anymore. It seems like you have been interfering with things which don't concern you.
Don't concern me. I lost my job because of them. And I have plenty of proof that shows your responsibility of that.
Who will believe you? You are just trying to find someone to blame.
You are pathetic. None of the staff ever respect you. I'm sure many people will be delighted. John Burgess was thought. He would be delighted if he knew that his mother abandoned him when she was only a little baby. You bastard! Do you think I let you get away with that? I'm sure Barbara Lennox would be delighted if he knew that her husband stole many money in Tracton for many years. Think about it.
Even if you tell what to say to know what difference will make, we'll just stay in all anyway.
I think it's quite simple to do something. It's a lovely night for a swim. Of course, the sea is powerful here and people are always getting carried away.
There is just one thing. If something happens to me, many papers with evidence will be sent to the newspaper of Trenton. Mistake happens, but they had not happened to me.
Alright, you win for today, but I'll let you go, my dear boss. Get
under control. It's perfect.
I'm so happy, Dick. Hey, I'm thinking about taking an early retirement.
What? Are Bish and Molly involved?
No, it's voluntary. I want to do something on my own. Maybe start my own company. Why don't you join me? You have got a lot of experience. We would make highly suitable partners. Think about it.
Come in, welcome.
Thank you.
Let's go to the living room. It's more comfortable.
Okay.
So, tell me, how's everything in Madras?
Oh, everyone is alright. This one happens, Trabajo, Ramo. Everyone is alright.
Okay, wonderful. So, what do you want to know?
I want to know something about John Burgess.
Oh, that poor child. He lost both of his parents in a car accident. That's why we took care of him during the school holidays. He was like part of the family. There was a time he and Jane, my daughter, were in love. They were going to get married, but Kid was absolutely against it. Weird, right?
I need to talk with Lakshmi. I think I will write a letter because she doesn't answer the phone. I hope you are okay. My divorce is finally came through. Would you marry me? Ready.
So, what did you exactly wish to see me about?
Well, I wondered if you have heard about your friends Visvanatans recently.
You never give up, do you? I advise you to leave it alone. You lost your job, isn't that enough?
More than enough. Too much. But you haven't answered my question.
Yes, I received a call from them 2 days ago. They say they had met you in Madras.
Did they mention they tried to kill me? Because I have proof of their involvement in a major financial scandal.
I don't know what you are referring to.
Well, in 1970, you had a friend with Molly. She became with your child and she went to the United Kingdom for a year to have the baby. Since then, you had to pay for his education pretending his parents were dead.
I'm aware of the contents of your envelope, but I advise you to destroy the originals and forget the whole thing.
Well, your friends have already tried to kill him, so think carefully. That's me. I'm so sorry about your father's death. I feel helpless here. I want to be with you.
It's alright, please don't worry.
Did you get my letter, Lakshmi? Will you marry me?
Yes, I did. And I do want to marry you. But I'm worried about your thoughts of revenge. I don't think I could marry a man who could hurt innocent people. You should leave judgment to God. Leave it at that and don't make innocent people suffer. If you go ahead with this, I'm sorry, but I can't see you again.
Did you get my letter?
No, Ramon. I haven't received any letter.
I wrote to you about our business deal. Please let me know what you think of my idea as soon as possible.
Okay. Wow! He was serious about the business proposal.
I'm sorry to be like this, but I can't stop crying. Everywhere I look, there's another black thought. I feel trapped in my own life. I was walking on solid earth, and now I'm falling down a deep black hole. Please, Just listen to me and tell me if I'm mad. Well, I was looking on Keith's top and I found this. It's Molly and Keith. And it says, thanks for an unforgettable day and night. How can I have been so stupid? They were lovers. They had fooled me for over 20 years. Then I began to think about Molly going to England and John becoming like part of the family. And certainly he was the one. How can I face Keith now? What I'm going to do? Oh my god.
Lachmi was right. People are punished with what they have become. Enough is enough. After 7 years, my life is now again in balance. Lakshmi and I are perfectly together. We have our 2-year-old daughter, Rukmini, and our 5-year-old son, Arjun. Everything is perfect, but it's not as good for other people. On 1994, Tracton collapsed and now is under heavy debts, and Kit was arrested in London for missing company funds. He comes out next year. He is now a broken man. Last year, Bish and Molly had a serious car accident. Bish is now severely brain damaged. He cannot talk and spends his days in a dark room. Molly can walk, but her face was so badly cut that she has permanent scars. Not even plastic surgeon helps. She never goes out. Lakshmi's words were wise. I feel eternally grateful that I hadn't tried to play God. God is definitely better than me.